that delicious? Isn't that delicious? Isn't that delicious? It's 1:53 and I've been working all morning. And I still have a lot of work to get done, but I need to make dinner for the kids. Now my jasmine rice is already done. I put that on when I was making my morning decaf coffee. And now I'm getting my vegetables together so I can make some pinto beans. I used to just put salt, pepper, and paprika and onion powder. I've learned better since then. I've started sticking all types of vegetables in my beans and in my pasta sauce when I make spaghetti. And the kids don't even notice. Carrots, celery, and onions. That's all I'm putting in these pinto beans. And I already put my seasonings together. I found when I pre-make my seasonings, I don't over salt as often. And I have become creative with my flavor profiles. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is ground turmeric, sea salt, black pepper, onion powder, and parsley. I think that's everything. Did I say paprika already? So I have it pre-mixed. And I did this before I even started cutting up my vegetables. Here are my veggies. I'm gonna go ahead and give these a nice little scrub and then we're gonna start dicing them up. This is the labor intensive part. If there's anything that makes me not feel like cooking on a day where I'm just really tired, it's the prep work. Cutting up these vegetables is the most labor intensive part of cooking. And so if you really wanna get ahead of the game, prep your vegetables the night before. Already know what you're going to cook for that week. It helps with the grocery shopping. It helps with the kids being hungry and having the face. Figure out what you want to make. Make 3 or 4 major meals and then they have something to eat for a day or two. I like my meals to last at least 2 days. You know, if you're going to do a lasagna or a chowder or a stir fry, something like that. Especially these beans. These beans will last, and it's so versatile. You can do a lot with beans. You can do a lot with noodles, and it fills them up. I cannot stand a meal where they eat and then they're right back in my face an hour later hungry. Fast food just does not work. It's not it for us. So yeah, I like to try to prep my vegetables the night before. I clearly did not do that today. I didn't do that today. I'm glad that's done. And our knife was super sharp, so onions are not burning my eyes. You need a super, super sharp knife so that your eyes don't burn when you cut your onions. And you also want a wet surface. Okay. What we're working with, this is our veg. I'm going to dump this out. This was our soaking bowl. And here are our soaked and strained pinto beans. We're in pretty good shape. Our pan has been warming on a 3. I'm going to put that on a medium. I'm going to put some oil in this pan. We're going to use avocado oil today. I got this from Aldi's. Actually, I didn't get that from Aldi's. I got the original one from Aldi. But now I get it in bulk from Amazon. Okay, so we're just going to coat the bottom of the pan. I'm going to let that warm up for maybe a minute. I'm going to go grab my vegetables. These vegetables are going to go into this hot oil. They're going to cook for about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to put our seasonings on top of the vegetables. Let that cook for about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to put the pinto beans on there, stir everything up, add some water, bring it to a boil. Then I'm going to lower the temperature, cover it, and we'll have delicious beans in less than 45 minutes. Okay, our oil is warm now. Let's put our vegetables in there. Where did that onion go? I don't want to find that in my broth later. Gentlemen, if you find an onion in your lady's bra, it's a sign of a true chef. It's been about a minute. It's actually been 2 minutes and 36 seconds. I know that because I kept running the camera by accident. All right. We're going to put our seasonings on top of here. See, this makes it all worth it. The time, the effort. There's so many steps to getting this food here. It had to be grown. It had to be sold. Somebody had to pick it and process it and package it and send it. We had to buy it. It was just had to be transported here. And I had to wash it. And I had to cut it and cook it. That's a lot of hands your stuff go through. This is why we pray over the food. Yes. Oh. I love this part. Okay. It's been about a minute. Now I'm going to add my pinto beans. Carefully. I'm one of those people that spill stuff under the stove. It's like, how are you ever supposed to get that? And I mean the middle of the stove. Under the middle. Alright, so I'm going to stir this so that all of my seasonings coat my beans. I want to make sure all the beans are coated. I don't want the seasoning to sit at the bottom of the pan and burn. The reason I use such a small pot now is because I used to overwater my beans. They would be so watery. It was basically soup. And then I gotta go tell the kids I made bean soup, knowing daggone well I done overwatered the beans. You know better, you do better. Okay, so now the beans are totally coated, and I'm gonna go fill up one of these bowls with water. Totally coated. Totally coated. Now we add our water. You just want them covered. And this is the point where I'll boil them without a top on it, because if I put a top on it, it's going to overflow. So I'm going to bring this to a boil. It'll take about 10 minutes. I'm going to set a timer this time because I always go off and start working and forget. And I learned the hard way that beans need to be simmered so that they can pop open. Not boiled at a high temperature. So, let's wait for this to boil. And then we'll taste it and see if it needs any more salt. This is how much water I put in there. This is how much water we'll probably add later on if we need it. But that usually only happens if I let this boil for too long. But this should be all the water we need. You can see where the beans start and the water ends. So it's not that much water. Sometimes you just have to trust the process. Actually, most of the time you have to trust the process. That's why cooking used to be so hard for me. I didn't follow directions in the recipes, okay? I wasn't following directions in life either. Wasn't listening to the Lord. And then I would not trust the process. And I was doing that in life. I wasn't trusting God. Like, everything is a lesson. Nothing just happens. It's all a lesson. And it already smells delicious. It smells like gravy. So now I'm going to turn it down to about a 2 and cover it up. Okay, it's good. Just needs a little bit more salt. Because I tell you what, I would much rather undersalted than oversalted. I have ruined 3 meals this month oversalting food. It seriously is to the point I was in the shower fretting about it. Praying that I don't oversalt my food anymore. I'm not even joking. I really did pray that I didn't oversalt my food anymore. I'm ashamed of it. This should be fine. I'm not going to be able to taste whether it really mixed in there until it boils a little more anyway, but that should definitely be fine. Now I'm going to cover it up. That's how you do that. And it started spilling. That's what I didn't want. So I'm going to have to put this on a 1. It should not be roll boiling like this. It should be simmering. And the messed up part is, I knew it. I knew it when I did it that I should put it on a 1. But I always want to try something new. Girl, how about you do what works? That would make more sense. Ridiculous. They're all nice and fat now. Yes, God. I don't know what it is about beans. They just bring me joy. See how you don't need that much water? Watch, I'm going to show you in a minute. Oh my gosh. Ooh, the only thing I was missing was dry mustard. I love dry mustard. That's the only thing I would have put in there that I didn't put in there this time. See, we didn't need that much water.
Oh, that's why I just got you to make tonight. And you making cookies.
I sure am.
He make.
Ha, we on a roll. That rice, hitting. Those bran muffins, hitting. Those corn muffins, hit. These beans, hit. So excited. I love you. This is an easy, affordable, healthy meal. Doesn't take long to prepare at all. It basically cooks itself. If you're a busy working mom, this is perfect for you. If your kids are hard to fill, this is perfect. Beans for the win. I love you. I'll catch you in the next episode.